Einstein, His Life and Universe by Walter Isaacson. First, during Einstein's early life, he rebelled against a rigid German education, and his development of a nonconformist mindset started. This section highlights key formative moments, including his obsession with the compass, the light beam thought experiment in his education in Zurich, and his entry to the Swiss Patent Office prior to his 1905 miracle year. Then, after his struggles to find academic employment, he did a job as a third-class patent clerk, and this time his relationship with Mileva Marek started to begin deeper, and Mileva will in the future become his wife. Then is 1905, his miracle year. He revolutionized physics from a patent desk and produced 4 groundbreaking papers proving the existence of atoms through Brownian motion, proposing light as particles, quanta, and introducing special relativity, which discarded absolute time. This period concludes the derivation of E equals mc squared. The gravitational shift of classic physics is an unseen force pulling across empty space. But Albert Einstein changed it into the natural curvature of space and time yielded by mass, which makes more sense and which shapes our world now. Then is a grueling quest. In this section, Einstein's grueling 8-year journey to develop general relativity, moving from Prague to back to Zurich and finally to Berlin in 1914, Einstein struggled to incorporate gravity into his earlier theories. His personal life reached a breaking point, and he separated from Mileva Marek, who returned to Zurich with their sons, while he moved to a flat in Berlin and began a relationship with his cousin Elsa. And in 1917, a warped spacetime. This section details Einstein's rise to superstardom following the 1919 solar eclipse. Sir Arthur Eddington's expedition confirmed that starlight bent as it passed the sun, proving Einstein's theory that gravity warps spacetime. Overnight, he became a scientific icon. However, the sudden fame brought back adoration and anti-relativist backlash in the post-war Germany brewing with anti-Semitism. Personally, Einstein actually now he finalized his divorce. And the narrative covers his growing involvement in Zionism and internationalism, using his newfound platform to advocate for peace, even as he began his lifelong, increasingly lonely quest for unified field theory. This part, Einstein won the 1920 first Nobel Prize for the photoelectric effect, and his famous debate with Niels Bohr. Einstein began resisting the probabilistic nature of new quantum mechanics, famously insisting that God doesn't play dice. At this time, he is increasingly isolated in his life. Next, exile to Princeton. As the shadow of Nazism follows over Germany, settling at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, Einstein is a symbol for intellectual freedom, although his transitions is marked by the loss of his sister Maja and his wife Elsa. He enters his lonely years, stubbornly resisting the probabilistic nature of quantum mechanics. Next is a lonely quest. His separated from physics mainstream, Einstein spent his twilight years obsessed with finding a single mathematical architecture which will unite all forms of nature. Even on his deathbed, he was seen scribbling equations, a quest that ultimately remained unfulfilled. Next, in the paradox of unconformist, Isaacson's biography of Einstein's life reveals Einstein's true legacy. He is not just a normal scientist, but he is a symbol of rebel spirit, whose imaginative nonconformity forever changed our reality. The rebel Youth rejects rigid German education and authority, displaying nonconformity. Then the revolutionary clerk ignites the 1905 miracle year and shatters Newtonian physics from outside the academic establishment, which is good, really, really good. The scientific establishment becomes a global icon, the face of physics and a pillar of the institution. Zen is the isolated traditionalist, stubbornly rebels against new quantum mechanics. God doesn't play dice, isolating himself from the future of physics. Now we can see very much that Einstein has traveled his path of science and math by his own, rebelling from the normal facts and trying to pass his own thoughts. And he is an imaginative nonconformity, forever changing our reality. Without him, our reality will be highly different from the one that we know today.